Okay, let's run a schedule now. Music 1 has scheduled all the categories except for Christmas Power, and running through Christmas Power, it stops in the noon hour. Both choices it has here would violate an artist separation rule. There's another song scheduled by Blake Shelton at 12:55, and one by Alan Jackson at 11:38. I've got a 1 hour separation on these two artists, remember. If I click to the Christmas slot at 12:47, that is more than an hour away from the other song by Alan Jackson, the one that's scheduled at 11:41. So I double-click on Alan and drop him into that slot. Now, Blake Shelton. There's Power Go by him scheduled at 12:55, and I know I'm not going to be able to get him into the 1 p.m. hour and still have a 1 hour separation on him. So I will jump to the 2 p.m. hour and select a Christmas slot there, and I see there is no violation here. So I double-click and drop him in. Done with that, I click the scheduling arrow again, and when I do, M1 will automatically go back to the empty slot at 12:28. Some new songs will have moved to the top of the selections list from Christmas Power, and one of those will drop into that slot, and it will keep on rolling. The next time it stops is at 11 p.m. It's almost finished with the day. Here it's got two choices. There's another one by Alan Jackson at 10:21. And there's another song by Blake Shelton already scheduled about 45 minutes before this slot at 10:15. Click to the next Christmas Power slot. Alan Jackson fits here. No artist separation violation. But now I've got a problem. I can't put Blake Shelton anywhere in this hour because there's another Blake Shelton song scheduled at the very end of the hour. I can't jump ahead to the next hour because this is the last hour of the day, and I'm at the bottom of the card stack. Every Christmas Power, except for Blue Christmas by Blake Shelton, has been scheduled in this pass through the list. Now, in this case, I've got three options. Searching, which I don't want to do. I can override the rule and drop Blake in here, but it would be then only about 30 minutes away from another song by him, and I might want to do that. Or I can flip it. By clicking this red X, what that does is it passes the song. It flips it to the back of the card stack, and internally it marks it as if it had been scheduled. It doesn't go into play history. It just makes sure that the song will retain its proper place in rotation order, and then it'll come up again for rescheduling about 10.5 hours later, as it naturally would have if it had actually been scheduled in this hour. So that's what I'm going to do. When I flip Blake, Music 1 sees that every song in the category has been scheduled, one has been flipped, and so then it can go back to the top of the category and begin another scheduling run through the list. And we see there are plenty of songs now available to fill this slot without violating any of my formatting rules. Click the scheduling arrow, and the day is done.